Hello students. Solutions. So next topic in the solution is pressure. In the previous session we will discuss solubility of liquids in solutions. So two effects completed. The next effect is pressure. So pressure is directly proportional to the solubility. So Henry, the scientist, given one law for effect of pressure. Here Henry's law. It is very important. Henry law. So what is Henry law? Partial pressure applied by any gas on liquid surface is directly proportional to its mole fraction. Mole fraction means concentration. So how much solute will be dissolved in that solution? Directly proportional to its mole fraction of solvent. So here pressure is directly proportional to the, what is this? Mole fraction. Mole fraction means X. So pressure is equal to KH X. So here KH is equal to, Henry's constant. So this is Henry's law. That is very important. So when partial pressure applied by any gas on liquid surface is directly proportional to its mole fraction of the solvent. So for example, you can take one beaker. In that some solvent will be taken. Some partial pressure. Here some gas is there. Some partial pressure will be applied. So this is a pushing operator. Some sort of partial pressure will be applied, then this gas will be dissolved in this solvent very easily. So if partial pressure is increased, the solubility will be increased. So Henry given one law for this pressure, so that will affect on the solubility of a liquid gases on liquid solvents. So partial pressure applied by any gas on liquid surface is directly proportional to its mole fraction of solvent. So this is Henry's law. So understood everyone? So next we'll move on to the vapor pressure. So vapor pressure is very important. Vapor pressure. So before understand vapor pressure, for example, we would take one closed container filled with some liquid or some solution. Some molecules of solvent, moves on the surface of the liquid surface, which having high energy, so they are slowly convert into vapors on the liquid surface. Some sort of time after, so evaporation is going on, so at the same time, after some time, condensation will be started. So after some time, the rate of evaporation and the condensation rate will be equal. So the solution, the liquid surface will be constant. So this is called equilibrium state. So what is equilibrium? So equilibrium means rate of evaporation is equal to rate of condensation. So condensation means vapor will be converted into liquid. Evaporation means liquid molecules converted into vapor molecules. So here once again I will tell. So one closed container is taken. So some molecules of liquid move on to the liquid surface, which having high energy. So after some time, so these molecules slowly converting into vapor molecules. So here on the liquid surface, so vapor will be collected. Some sort of time, these molecules again converting into the liquid molecules. So that is called condensation. Here, so this process is called evaporation. Vaporize and condensation. So at one time, the equilibrium established. Once equilibrium established, the liquid surface will be constant. The surface of the liquid will be constant. So at equilibrium, the rate of evaporation is equal to rate of condensation. At equilibrium state, the vapor molecules will collide each other and container of the container walls. Okay, so these molecules will collide each other and as well as walls of the container. So these at equilibrium state, these vapor molecules exert some sort of pressure. So this pressure is called vapor pressure. vapor pressure. So now what is the definition? What is the definition for the vapor pressure? Pressure exerted, pressure definition, pressure exerted at equilibrium, pressure exerted at equilibrium by vapor molecules. Vapor molecules is called vapor pressure. Vapor pressure. So this is very important concept. Here, what is vapor pressure? Pressure exerted at equilibrium by vapor molecules is called pressure exerted at equilibrium by vapor molecules is called vapor pressure. It is very important concept. So all of you understand this is very important. Next, for example, if boiling point of any liquid is high, the vapor pressure will be decreased. The vapor pressure will be decreased. So this is very important concept. The boiling point of liquid is high, the vapor pressure will be decreased. So why? Because the intermolecular energy, the intermolecular bond, the intermolecular forces of attractions between molecules is high. So then boiling point will be increased. So vapor pressure, when it is increased, so it is vapor pressure is increased by temperature. So vapor pressure is temperature dependent. So it is very important. Temperature, if temperature increased, vapor pressure also increased. Here, so you have to remember one point, that is the definition of the vapor pressure. So what is definition of vapor pressure? So pressure exerted at equilibrium. Pressure exerted at equilibrium by vapor molecules is called vapor pressure. So next we will move on to the colligative properties. Colligative properties and Raoult's law. Colligative properties. So how many colligative properties? So in the first class I told already. So first one, RLVP. RLVP means relative lowering vapor pressure. Relative lowering vapor pressure. Relative lowering vapor pressure. Second one, elevation in boiling point. Elevation in boiling point. Third one, depression depression in freezing point, and fourth one is osmotic pressure. So these are colligative properties in your syllabus. So first one we will move on to the relative lowering vapor pressure. So this is also called as RLVP in short form. So it is very important concept. So in this we will discuss Raoult law. Okay. So next elevation in boiling point, and third one is depression in freezing point, and last one osmotic pressure. So these two are very important in the IP exam. So first we will discuss relative lowering vapor pressure. Relative lowering vapor pressure. Relative lowering vapor pressure. So RLVP. So what is the first point? So it is a colligative property. It is a colligative property. So what is a colligative property? Means which depends on only number of particles of the solid. Particles of solute. What is the meaning of colligative property? So colligative property which depends on only particles of solute. So how much solute will be? So it is there. Then next, what is relative lowering vapor pressure? When non-volatile solute, volatile solute. So non-volatile solute means what? Just for the example, NaCl or urea or glucose. So these are non-volatile solute. If you add some NaCl into the water, so you will keep that water container into the outside of then slowly water will be evaporate, and lastly NaCl will be available. So these are example for the non-volatile solute. So when non-volatile solute is added to pure solvent, the vapor pressure, the vapor pressure will be decreased. The vapor pressure is decreased. How it will be decreased? For example, we'll take one closed container filled with some solvent molecules, pure solvent. Some solvent molecules will be move onto the surface of the liquid which having high energy. They are slowly converting into vapor molecules. Here we will measure this vapor pressure. So it is pure solvent vapor pressure, P naught. Okay, so pure solvent vapor pressure plus when non-volatile solute is added to pure solvent, non-volatile solute, volatile. So non-volatile means so vapor pressure is not forming for this solute. Vapor pressure is not forming for this non-volatile solute. Non-volatile solute is added. Then it will become some solute. So these are solvent molecules, these are solute molecules, solute. So here this small indicate pure solvent, pure or solvent. Big molecules indicates solute. Here these solvent molecules will be converting into vapor. So these big molecules will not converting into vapors. Why? These are non-volatile. These are non-volatile in nature. So these molecules will not converting into vapor molecules. Why? So it is not forming vapors. So here the surface, less surface is available. Less surface is available. So available here, more surface available for evaporation. Here less surface is available for evaporation. When non-volatile solute is added, so the liquid will be, the vapor pressure will be decreased. The vapor will is decreased. So this is solution, it is PS. Vapor pressure will be decreased. So due to the less surface for the volatile nature, less surface will be here. So what is the vapor pressure is decreased? Vapor pressure is decreased. How much decreased? So what is the for example, decrease in vapor pressure is delta P. Vapor pressure is equal to, here vapor pressure is equal to P naught minus PS. So here P naught indicates pure solvent, PS indicate the vapor pressure of the solution. Here pressure change, how much change? Delta P. Delta P is equal to P naught minus PS. Here, so this is called lowering in vapor pressure. Lowering in lowering in vapor pressure. Vapor pressure. So lowering in vapor pressure in terms in which respect? P naught. So P naught delta P by delta P by, so in the respect of pure solvent, in the respect of pure solvent. So this is called relative lowering vapor pressure. This is called relative lowering vapor pressure. So it is very important concept. Relative lowering vapor pressure means so it is a colligative property. So colligative property means which depends only on particles of solid, particles of solid. Okay. So when non-volatile solute is added to pure solvent, the vapor pressure is decreased. The vapor pressure is decreased. Here we will take some pure solvent. So the pressure excited by pure vapor, so is called P naught. So when non-volatile solute is added to the pure solvent, the less surface, due to the less surface available on the liquid, so it exerts less pressure, less vapor pressure. So it indicates PS. So vapor pressure is decreased. How much decreased? Vapor pressure is equal to P naught minus PS. So how much change it is? Delta P is equal to P naught minus PS. So this P naught minus PS is equal to, so this is called a lowering in vapor pressure, lowering in vapor pressure. So delta P by, so lowering in vapor pressures in respect of pure solvent, in respect of pure solvent. So relatively, so delta P by P naught. So this is called relative lowering vapor pressure, relative lowering vapor pressure. So the next class we will discuss Raoult's law and osmotic pressure.